Hello everyone and welcome to episode 22 of the 1FC WMMA safe here on the channel in WMMA 5. And boy oh boy, we have a hell of a show with one August in Augusta, Georgia. But we do have a bad piece of news. They got him. They got High School Igor. Sons of bitches. Pride of C signs him. So this one, in fact, BS last night with us. Very, very unfortunate. We'll see if he can beat Josh Barnett in our co-main event. But our main event for the, now as far as for Carlos Newton won the Baraga. For the third time, the trilogy tied at one win apiece. We last saw him in September at the one Monday in Omaha. It's Carlos Newton takes on Wander, the Crusher Baraga. Of course, for Carlos Newton, he is the underdog in this fight, which he was the underdog in their fight back in September. They had the split decision, so really he's the only one that has the unanimous win and the decisive win over Baraga, so he does have that going for him. Of course, two fights in the same year. He was a minus 330 favorite, was Wander Baraga in their second fight. Their first fight, it was actually, he was still the favorite, but we don't know what the odds were, at least from that screen. Of course, he's beaten Dennis Holman in the past. He beat Egan in no way with a rear naked choke, which is the same way he won his fight with Baraga for Wander Baraga, of course. He did have a fight between now and then, so as far as it was in December as well, he beat Dennis Holman. Nice little bounce back fight in a fight to get him into the third fight here, which is funny enough. I mean, he's had a trilogy now with two guys. Two of them happened here, and one he beat Gono twice after losing to him at Shudo in '94. At Shudo 25. Carlos Newton, as far as the split win, it's kind of weird to think he's only had one finish here in one, so it's a good chance for this to go the distance, which is crazy again because it's literally 40 minutes of action, but we'll see. Both guys coming out obviously at 170. The 1 and 2 on the welterweight rankings. That's going to be a hell of a fight though. For Ice Cold Igor, he takes on Josh Barnett, and it's a goddamn shame that Igor's leaving us, but man, if Barnett can win here, he's going to be in line for a big-time title fight, I think, on the horizon here. Now, he did lose to Mark Kerr, who's obviously now, he and, Don Fry's a bad man, and Mark Kerr was a bad man, and he hasn't been finished, so he's got that going for him, but he really hasn't had a great showing. He's still only 20 years old, but of course, Ice Cold Igor, he's been knocking fuckers out. Now, he did lose to Mark Kerr as well, so both guys have that in common. He did just go the distance with Simi Schilt, giving up like a fucking 18-inch reach disadvantage. The Erickson win was crazy, too, because obviously Tom Erickson's a big dude, the big cat. But this is definitely his, I would say probably his second toughest fight, as far as behind the Mark Kerr fight. Josh Barnett's very, very talented. He's a little bigger, he's a better wrestler, but he doesn't have the striking that Ice Cold Igor has, and I would say that's going to be the difference maker tonight. Now, he's used to being a smaller heavyweight in there, though, so that's not really a huge thing, but with his wrestling, that might be a problem. But, Tom Erickson's a hell of a wrestler, too, and he obviously knocked him out in 30 seconds, so anything can happen there. But Guy Metzger taking on the debuting Chuck the Iceman Liddell from San Luis, California. Best pro. Oh my god, that is not it at all. I always fuck that up. But as far as the Iceman, the obviously Hawaiian Kembo style and upstart karate, fun fucking fighter. Obviously the goddamn man. They take it on the Sandman, Guy Metzger, who is tough in his own right, a great little kickboxer. He's 3-3 right now and 1-5-3. Just lost to Frank Shamrock, which he hasn't really had a bad fight yet. And I don't think he's gonna have a bad fight here with Chuck Liddell. He's fought Jan Mulder, Marco Hujas, Makoto Yukian, Frank Shamrock, and Vernon White and Suzuki. Like, he's fought a mixed bag of a lot of guys, stand-up guys, submission wrestlers, sambo fighters, a little bit of everything. But this is somebody that is a new wave of a light heavyweight that is just a fucking assassin in there. It's gonna be a fun fight. Gonna be a fun one there. And then Pete Williams takes on Trey Tellingman, which Trey Tellingman, my God, in his last outing, he had a good showing against Carlos Barreda, won that fight. him and Heath Herring went the distance. Kind of crazy again. He has not had a finish here in one. The last 3 fights have all went the distance. I think that's going to change here tonight, though, because Pete Williams is a bad man. Now, he has also went the distance in his past 2 fights, but he did get knocked out by Pedro Hizzo, and he got choked out by Mark Kerr. But he did finish Dick Version in his first fight in 34 seconds. It's a big-time fight for him, though. He's on his best winning streak ever in his career, even though it's a short career right now, but so far that's his best winning streak. If he gets a win here, he might jump into the top 10 rankings. We'll see. I mean, obviously, Trey Tellingman, 33, he's older. He's got a huge disadvantage, of course, with dealing with his health problems, but this motherfucker is a tough fighter in every sense of the word. Not only just a tough fighter in the cage, but outside the cage for what he's had to deal with in his life of Pete Williams. Smaller guy, too, as far as weight-wise, so that might help out Trey. It's an interesting fight, though. I think that could go really either way. I think that's a bit of a coin toss fight, but this prelim main event, though, is a big-time welterweight fight. Dennis Hallman and Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes making his return to one after a dominating performance against Cristiano Marcelo. He had no answer for him, did Marcelo, and he's fighting again here. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think he basically had not even probably a week off, and then started right back into training for this fight. This is going to be a tough one, though. I mean, Dennis Hallman's a tough wrestler. Great judo guy. He's coming off a win in Shudo. Is here in June as well, so both guys kind of have the same timeline, but he didn't go 40 minutes. He only went 5 minutes, basically, with a triangle, with the arm triangle win. Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's fought Carlos Newton and Juan Baraga, which those guys did not get finishes over him. Of course, the Pat Miletich debut win was massive. I mean, this is a tough fight for him. This is a very, very tough fight for him. Matt Hughes, I mean, this would be a huge win if he can get it done. Basically, who probably ever wins this fight is probably going to get the next title fight for the welterweight title. So, I mean, this is a huge fight. Brian Johnson back again against David Tank Abbott. Both guys not doing so hot here in 1FC. Brian Fury Johnson now 0-2. Both losses. Got choked out by Paul Varlins. Lost in a decision to Carlos Barreto. But they were good to great fights, though. He brings it. That's for sure. And so does our man David Tank Abbott. We thought for a second he was going to be cooking. He knocked out Patrick Smith and Maurice Smith, but then he took on Volkan, and I think that kind of killed his confidence, because then we gave him Macaulay Yukin, which that's a great fight for Yukin. That's not a great fight for Tank, and then the 2 decision losses to our opening contest main card guys, and Tellingman and Pete Williams, but at least he hasn't been finished in a hot minute, but this would be a great turning point for him. He's basically had the whole year off after fighting a good bit of times in the mid-90s, but now into the late 90s. He's 33. Johnston's 30. He's got at least 20 pounds on him. He's the favorite in this fight. I think Tank's going to turn around and try to claw back out of that hole, that 4-fight losing streak. We'll see, though. And Vernon White taking on Minoru Suzuki. Both guys 6-6. Both guys losing records in 1. This is why they're on the prelim. You can tell our roster is extremely thin while we're keeping guys like them around. But Vernon White, 3 losses in a row. 1 was in the UFC, but the last 2 losses, Alan Goes, Guy Metzger, 2 tough cruiserweights. I mean, he's had some tough fights here. Literally every fight, besides the Wataru Sakata win, which even then, Sakata, he's a pro wrestler, as far as it's not which he's taking on another pro wrestler here, but my God, when he's been knocked out in the first round twice, he got he tapped out to the Kimura in the first minute at the Charleston card in July of 97. He doesn't really have bad fights, though. That's why we've really kept him around. He's got a decent little record outside of 1, but man, Minoru Suzuki, it's now or never, really. I mean, he beat Jerry Bolander to keep his job. Now it's time for him to get a little winning streak going, potentially. He's had a 2-fight winning streak in the past. Maybe it can happen here. And this would be 2 wins in 1FC, which he has not done back-to-back. Be a huge moment for him if he can get it done. Of course, he's fought Oleg Tektarov. He's fought Masakatsu Funaki, of course, in the birth of 1. The Inter-Noe loss was pretty tough in Osaka. He got choked out. He did get a leg lock and Achilles lock over Wataru Sakata and Kazuya Takahashi, which again, Not the biggest of wins, but the Jerry Bolander win was pretty interesting, though. I did not expect him to get that win. I believe, was he the underdog in that fight? He was. I thought he was. He's a plus 230 dog. He's probably going to be the underdog in this fight, too. Yeah, he's a plus 390 underdog against Vernon White. Interesting, as far as fight, because it's a submission fighter versus a catch wrestler. It could go the distance. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. In our prelim opener, the lightweights, of what's left of this lightweight division, we got Yves Edwards coming back to making a successful debut, taking on Naoya Uematsu. The two youngsters, 21 years old, 19 years old, long way from Tachikawa, Tokyo, Japan, is Uematsu, but my God, the Thug-Jitsu master, Yves Edwards, as a minus 700 favorite. He beat up our old Mikey Burnett back in June, and he's back again. And he beat Joe Hurley earlier in his career in IVC. He's looked pretty impressive. For Naoya, he just lost in Shudo back in April. Of course, Shudo, it's a 15-minute round, so it's kind of hard to gauge how well he's going to do here. But he beat Colin Mansour. He won with a knee bar at the won an OKC card. We'll see how he does. He's 5'4". I think Yves Edwards is a little bigger. Yeah, he's 5'9". He's way bigger. He's probably going to have a reach advantage, too, and I think that's going to play a huge part. That's probably why Yves is such a huge favorite tonight. But yeah, the prelims a little bit one-sided, a lot of those. But again, our roster is extremely thin with all these fuckers citing our talent. As far as our main event, though, the trilogy fight, we'll see. Maybe another title reign for Juan Moraga, be a second. Or Carlos Newton's looking to make his first title a successful defense, or his first title defense a successful one, was what I meant to say. But yeah, they main evented fourth time tonight for Moraga, third time for Carlos Newton. Of course, 1 and 2 on the welterweight rankings. And of course, the player guy stat picks are going with the Crusher on the Moraga, but the Ronin, Carlos Newton, I'm hoping he gets a win though tonight. I really do. I love Carlos Newton, so the more times he's on top, the better. For Josh Barnett, my God, is he a big favorite tonight, and you can see why. Significant weight advantage, 10-inch reach advantage, but again, Ice Cold Igor, he's used to it. He can counteract that by getting in close, clinching up with him, kind of taking away his ability to use his space. But really, Barnett, he's not a great striker, so you're not really going to see that reach advantage in the striking department. You're really going to see it more when he's trying to grapple up with him and able to reach out a little bit longer than what Igor is. But it's going to be an interesting fight. I think Igor's got a good shot. But again, since he's leaving us, I'm hoping Barnett stretches him out as the same man, Guy Metzger, taking on the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. Chuck making his pro debut. Everybody backing him. I'm sure everybody's backing him at home as well. He's the goddamn Iceman. El Burrow, Pete Williams, and Trey Trauma Tellingman as T3. Significant weight advantage. Pete Williams has got that head kick to watch out for anytime he's in there. That Trey's got a couple of backers. I mean, this could be an interesting opening card fight there. And Matt Hughes and Superman Dennis Hallman, these two grapplers here. I mean, Matt Hughes is a demon, of course. Size-wise, weight-wise, he's a bully in there. And Dennis Hallman's going to have some trouble. That's for sure. Then Brian Johnston, David Tank Abbott. Tank has got the significant weight advantage. Tank, though, hasn't won in a couple of years, but I think that's going to change tonight. There is one backer for Brian Fury Johnston and Mark L. We'll see if he's going to be correct. Then for Tiger, Vernon White and Minoru Suzuki. Of course, Vernon White, the big favorite. Portcast stat picks have him a clean sweep. You never know with Suzuki, and he's going up against another wrestler, but I would probably say his goose is cooked here tonight. But the Jiu-Jitsu master, Yves Edwards, yeah, you're not kidding about it, the reach advantage. We figured it was going to be a lot. Didn't think it was going to be 9 inches of reach advantage on him, so that's going to be massive. Plus, he got the weight advantage, too. Uematsu's in trouble. That is for sure here to start off the show. And he's looking to make it 3-0. Is Yves Edwards. A lot bigger, too. He's probably fighting around 165. Uematsu's coming in, trying to get in close. Edwards trying to take the initiative. Doesn't land the quick punch. Oh, my Lord. It's a jab and a head kick, and he is hurt. Down he goes. The big right hand sends him onto the mat. And he's going to finish him here, potentially. Oh, no. Uematsu gets up. And he's back to the body shots. Right rounds kick to the body. Went for the spin kick here, but he missed all those strikes. Oh, and even worse, Uematsu even caught that last kick, but he's not able to take him down. So Yumatsu's able to hang in there, but maybe not for long, as he just got hit with a high head kick that rocked him again. He's up against the ropes. He's in trouble. Big right hand again. Down he goes. Oh my lord, never mind. He's still upright, but he gets caught with an uppercut. Somehow, he did not drop. Unreal. I mean, he is dazed, wobbling, just a little slumped against the ropes. The referee stops the fight, though. Yeah, that should have been stopped way, way sooner, especially with the earlier drop. He wouldn't go down, though. That's a tough fucker. And Yumetsu, but Yves Edwards, boy, if we can get somebody that can contend for him, and we can kind of spawn the lightweight division again, he's going to be a problem. Tiger Vernon White, Minoru Suzuki, both men 6-6. Tiger Vernon White, a -500 favorite. I mean, that's a hell of a favorite odds, but Minoru Suzuki's been the underdog in the past. He's pulled off the win in the past as the underdog. We'll see what he does. But Vernon White probably a little bigger now than Minoru Suzuki. Oh my god, he avoids the head kick. That could have been it. Right there, 1-2 from White. Right cross lands. Well, Tiger Vernon White, I mean, he's doing a good job with his striking, but now they clinch up. He's the aggressive one. He's got him in the clinch, up against the ropes, doing a good job here. Yeah, oh, now Suzuki now, trying to clinch with him and take him down, but that gets blocked. I'm liking what Suzuki's doing. He's trying to get stuff done, but now he's getting caught with a knee, so now he's up against the ropes. He's in big trouble here, potentially. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Vernon White has really the skills to maybe take him down, but he's got the skills to stop all these takedowns. So we're just seeing Suzuki get caught up against the ropes and just dirty boxed to death, really. And, you know, Suzuki again trying to go for these takedowns, but it's another sprawl. This time at least it's a sprawl and not just a stop and switching of the clinch, but Suzuki's still going to try and take him down. It ain't going to happen, though. But White is getting tired out here. I mean, he might tire himself out. I cannot believe he hasn't even taken him down, though. There we go. He finally gets the takedown. A vicious right hand misses, which that's going to give probably Suzuki a chance to try and get a takedown. Oh, he gets caught with a 1-2 here, left in a beauty of a straight right. I just can't believe Suzuki was just shooting like that, one after another. Now he's cut up underneath the eye. Again, going for that takedown, but he can't get him. He gets this one, though. He got him against the ropes. And, oh, leg lock. That would have been crazy. And now he's got side control. Holy shit. My goodness. Vernon White's in trouble. He went for the arm bar. Trying to go for a mount. Gives up his back. If he gets... Oh my god, he's got both hooks in. Rear naked choke. That's it. He did it. Minoru Suzuki wins it with a rear naked choke. I mean, that is what determination gets you there. He tired him out with all those takedown attempts. He didn't get it in the first round until the very last second. Got the takedown here in the second round. Was doing tremendous work. Jumped to side control. Then gave up his back after tried to fucking move up in the mount, and just, it was beautiful work from Minoru Suzuki to get that win. And he's got a positive record now. And he's fucking on a little winning streak. How about that? Big John McCarthy, though, a referee for this one. On ringside judges for this heavyweight contest, they touch gloves, and already Tank Abbott's won the throw, but so is Brian Johnston. It's a left hand and a right hook. Oh, Mount counters the right hand with a jab and a left round kick to the body. So the counter strikes here from Brian Johnston playing a big part. Another 1-2. 1-2 again. Oh, great right hook from Abbott. Oh no! Tank Abbott's in trouble. The 1-2 rocked him. Trying to step in and knee him. They couldn't get a clean shot on that knee. That would have been crazy. Nice jab at a straight right. Jab at a straight right again. That lands hard. My goodness, counters the right hand with a right that lands hard. Two counter left hands from Abbott. Left jab, Tank Abbott avoids the big right. Oh my lord, Brian Johnston comes in with a vicious right cross that knocked him down, and he might finish him here. He does. Brian Fury Johnston gets it done tonight and gets a finish over David Tank Abbott. Tank at 2-5, and what now? That's 5 losses in a row. Yeah, I mean, it's probably over for the man, to be honest with us. Yeah, I mean, that's 5 in a row. I think it's time, unfortunately. Even though he puts on good performances out there, he gets his fucking ass beat in a exciting fashion. But we just have so many heavyweights, too. It's probably... Oh, my God. Yeah, you don't have the skills to take on Mark Cuban, buddy. That's a crazy-ass call-out. Yeah, wishful fucking thinking. Just because you knock out Tank Abbott doesn't mean you get to take on Mark Kerr. So Superman, Dennis Hallman taking on Matt Hughes. As my God, though, I mean, this has been a hell of a prelim. We've been rocking and rolling. As, comes in with Matt Hughes trying to get close enough to grapple. Hughes with a 1-2, now he's able to clinch. A couple of shots to the side of the head. Oh, Hallman, yeah, trapped. Nice elbow. Now he's got him cut underneath the eye. Doing a good job with his clinch striking. I did not expect it at all from Matt Hughes. I figured he'd try and take him down. They separate him. Does all referee, but again, comes Matt Hughes with a nice right hand. Gets a hold of him potentially. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Now he clinches up with him, trying to get him against the ropes again. They want to check on that cut. Which, again, it's crazy they don't go right back to the same position. They have to restart the whole fucking shit. Which is insane. But he got him already back in the same spot he just was. Some more dirty boxing. Went for an elbow, but Hallman gets out of that. And now Hughes avoids the big right. But again, Hughes is going to clinch up with him. This time, though, Dennis Hallman's finally going to maybe do something. Oh, no. He still just gets up, muscled up, and gets elbowed in the face for his troubles. I mean, that's a smart strategy to not even try and go for a takedown. But I bet Matt Hughes can knock him out with a fucking slam at this rate. He's been fucking him up pretty good. There we go. Now he's going for the takedown, actually. I don't know. Hallman defends it. And now he gets out of it. Went for the big right hand, but missed it. And obviously, that's all Matt Hughes. Gets a hold of him again. Trying to push him against the ropes. He does so again. Glancing elbow again. Short left uppercut. Couple of big-time shots to the side of the head. Another uppercut. The dirty boxing from Matt Hughes has been very, very impressive. And they're going to separate him again. Come together with another clinch. Hughes as the aggressor. Yeah, trying to wiggle free, but that's not happening. Matt Hughes has got control. And he's wrestling him around this ring like it's nobody's business. And he's just, I mean, completely mauling him. He hasn't taken him down, but he's just been able to get him against these ropes and just elbow him to death. But Matt Hughes is starting to get tired a little bit, and both guys really are starting to get tired. So now they come together in a clinch. Always got a good hold of him. And also, Dennis Hallman, though. He's stopping these takedowns. Which at this rate, it's like, well, you might as well let him take him down and see if you can get him on your back here. I was going to sweep him. Oh, here we go. Well, now Hughes has finally got his takedown, but nothing's going to happen, I don't think, out of these 20 seconds. No, but it's been all Matt Hughes. Yeah, he's got him against the ropes again. Another elbow. Vicious foot stomp now. Another elbow. This man's been elbowed to death. Went for the knee to the thigh, but Dennis Hallman gets out of it, but now they're back in over-under. Got him against the ropes again. Went for an elbow, but Hallman gets out of it. I mean, he's not going to win this fight, is Dennis Hallman, but he's taking an ass whipping. That is for sure. Got him against the ropes again. He's looking better, though, here in this second half of this fight. He's getting out of danger. He's making sure that Hughes is not able to land any big-time shots, but now Matt Hughes just knows he can be more aggressive, put all of his weight on, not even try and go for, like, anything big. And also, I don't think he has the energy, really, but Dennis Hallman's still fighting pretty hard. He's still getting thrown around, though, as, Hallman's got better position. He's got the trip. Here we go. Let's see what Dennis Hallman can do on top here, if anything. Not looking like he can, unfortunately, for him. Went for some elbows, really can't do anything, and now he gets pushed back, so Matt Hughes, insane that he's doing so well on his back. A good round for Dennis Hallman. There we go, right cross lands, but Hughes gets a hold of him. That's tough. Yeah, Dennis Hallman now getting, I think that was his last bit of energy there, that last kind of round, that last burst of energy to take him down and try and get something going with a finish, with an elbow or something on the ground. Oh, here we go, 1-2 from Hallman. That Hughes gets all of him again. Quick elbow strike again. Gets out of it again, and they go back into an over-under. Yeah, he's a tough guy to put away. Oh, here we go, though. Now, Dennis Hallman takes control of the clinch. Looking for the takedown. Nope, doesn't happen. That also gets blocked. I mean, the only way you're going to really win over Matt Hughes is if you tire him out at this rate. Because you can see that he had some... There's some chinks in the armor for this one. With the way he performed this second half of this fight, he got tired, he was getting taken down a little bit more, If he had somebody that went for submission there instead of what Dennis Hallman was doing when he was just going for strikes, might have been in trouble. But he's going to hang on and win this fight. It was a decent one, you know. It's hard to have a good fight against somebody like Matt Hughes and Dennis Hallman, even both guys, because Hallman was starting to land a little bit at the end of the fight. But there in that first round and second round, he was getting mauled in a big bad way, especially the last round, too. He landed only 4 strikes. But yeah, Matt Hughes, thanks I'm connected to Minnesota Martial Arts Academy, opening them for the fight and sponsors for supporting them financially as well. It's on to the main card. El Duro, Pete Williams and Trey Trauma Tellingman. 4-2, 5-2 for both guys, respectively, on their records. 6'2 and 6'3, height-wise, weight-wise. Of course, Trey's got at least 20 pounds on him. They meet in the center. Oh boy, already with the counter. Counters with a jab and a right hook. I thought that might have been it. Oh my lord. Now telling him the counter, it's a left cross. Both guys counter-striking at a very high level. 1-2 from Pete. Connects with the right hand, does Tellingman after the jab, misses though. Oh my lord, here comes the head kick from Pete Williams, and he's going to rock him with it. Big right hook. He's still upright though. Please stop the goddamn fight before somebody gets very, very hurt. Oh my god, he went for the flying knee. Shout out Pete Williams for trying to take somebody's life here with that flying knee at 6'3", 235. That's a big motherfucker to be moving like that. But now Pete Williams is in the pocket, lands the right hand. Trey Tellingman avoids that 2-punch combination. Maybe in the clinch up and grapple with him. Oh no, Pete Williams with a great sprawl. And he finds the mark with the... Oh, doesn't find the mark with the right hook, rather. He lands the left jab. Nice 1-2 from Pete. Left jab, right hook. Caught him with a nice little roundless kick to the body here after the left hand. Yeah, Pete's striking is so good, especially for somebody in 1998. Like, the kicks, the combinations, for somebody that big to do. Oh, and he rocked him again with a 1-2. The clean right hand. Looking to finish him, but he, again, slips past it, does Tellingman. He's able to hang in there. He's a tough fucker, man. Oh, my lord. I think that's going to end it here, though. Yeah. I mean, he was getting just fucked up there towards the end of that fight. Unreal. Pete Williams, though. That's what that head kick has put some fuckers' lights out. And he does it again here tonight. Kind of crazy that I was only rated decent, but it is what it is. Our referee Stanley Wright for this one. Ringside judges, and here we go. We'll see what Chuck does in his debut. He's a good counter striker usually, and we're seeing that here with the leg kick. Right hook from Metzger. Great right hook from Liddell, which he ends up actually getting cut. Yep. Goes to the body, gets countered with a big right hand that missed though. Hit the jab. Did Chuck Liddell off of that one too, but he just missed that big follow-up shot, which, again, he's landing. And there's a 1-2 here from Liddell, but so far Metzger's just been landing jabs, hasn't been able to land that big-time shot, and yeah, does it again. Good boxing here from Liddell, quick left jabs, then followed by a nice right hook. Oh, 1-2. Jab and a leg kick. Chuck's striking is very, very tough to figure out. He's a good counter striker. He can hit all points of the body. He's a tough man to put to stay in front of and strike like this. But both guys are landing nice hooks here. Great right hook from Liddell. Oh boy, Liddell with a big right hand that lands clean off the counter. He's hanging in there, though, his old Sandman. He's hanging in there. Went for the big right, but missed it. Liddell glancing at the clock. They got a lot of time left. I don't know why they're looking at the clock. They still got half this first round left. And nice counter here with a jab and a left kick to the rib cage. I mean, the body shots are landing. Oh my lord. A head kick from Liddell that knocks him out cold. Another first round head kick. And a win for the Iceman, who puts him on ice. And what a win in his debut. He looked tremendous, though, against Guy Metzger. Tough guy at 205 coming at him. Big John MacArthur, referee for High School Igor's last fight with us. Until we can eventually sign him back from Pride, because fuck them. We're getting our guys back. Opening bell, though, already not drawing any fan favoritism, even though he's an American fighting a foreigner here in Augusta, Georgia. You figured he would just get the sympathy already, but he's not touching gloves, and they don't like that one bit. Big left jab with a right hand from Ice Cold Igor. Now he dodges the right hand that counterattacks the left hook. Oh man, Ice Cold Igor's counter striking has been on display. He's been hooking them to death off these counters. even though he's given up all that reach, he could still outstrike guys, and you're seeing it here. Defends them all here. Went for the... he's pressuring him now. Bob's out of the way of a jab. Moves in the pocket. 1-2. Doesn't land either blow. This is a big-time right hand from Igor. Nothing but there on the big right after the follow-up shot. And, Barnett's starting to avoid him a little bit. I think he's trying to just weather the storm, potentially. 2 counter jabs from Barnett. The fact he didn't even try and go for a takedown is insane. Because Igor, well, there we go. As I say it, he goes for it. About time he does it. And he blocks it, though. Oh, he can't pass it. Never mind. Yeah, he's going to get half guard. Looking to get side control. He sure fucking does. And he's going for the Kimura. Surprised he didn't get it, to be honest. All he gives up is back now. Both looks in, potentially, to end out the round. Nope. Igor was doing his thing. But once Barnett takes you down, he's just too much of a wrestler for him. He's able to run right through him, and he feints one way to Igor, and he caught him off balance with it. Fatigue, though, starting to creep in on Igor, but again, if Barnett gets a hold of him again, like he does here, he's in trouble, and he's got a lot of time to get stuff going. He passes to half guard, he passes side control, now he's going for mount. Gives up his back instead. If he gets both hooks in, oh my god, ice cold Igor gets out of that. That is insane. Counter left hand from Barnett. 1-2. Barnett was equal to it. Nice counter here from Barnett now with the right hook. They come together. Off target with the jab. Connects with the right hand. 1-2 from Igor. Nice right cross from Igor. He's putting on a fucking hell of a performance. Good right hook. Igor's a little shattered. I think just the timing has been off for him. He's been getting his ass beat. Now he's going for the Muay Thai clinch. That's a bad idea. Barnett is not the striker for that. He should have just tried and take him down. He's still going for it, though. Barnett finally loses control of the Muay Thai clinch, and now he's getting tired. Can't find the mark on that right hook after the jab. 1-2 from Barnett. Barnett again with that Muay Thai clinch. Just a bad idea all the way around. Halfway in this fight, Igor's taking some heavy shots out of the Muay Thai clinch. I didn't think he was landing that many, but looks like he has. Barnett already gets that takedown. Looking for the knee bar. That would have been crazy. But no, doesn't get it. They stand back up. There's Big John, and yeah, of course, Big John's not taking any shit. He's standing right back up. Nice jab. It's wide, but then lands the big right hand. They meet in the center. Left hands and left hook from both men. Left hook from Igor. Doesn't find the mark on the right hook. Igor comes in with the left hand off the counter. They fall into another clinch. This is exactly what Barnett needs. Back into the Muay Thai clinch. Another knee that doesn't have any power. Now, no power behind these knees at all, but he's still keeping him in the clinch. And then he breaks, finally. He's like, alright, that's not going to work. Because of course it's not. They fall back into another clinch, and Barnett goes right back into the Muay Thai clinch. Jesus Christ, buddy. As there's a knee, no power behind it at all. I think he's just landed to land. He knows that he can put points on, get these knees in, and now it's turning from a red to a deep purple. Igor's going to be in a lot of pain. He's losing this fight. Barnett again gets him in the Muay Thai clinch. And again, these knees that aren't doing any damage. He's doing enough, I guess. But man, it's been ugly. Barnett avoids the big right after the left hand. Or Igor, rather, avoids the big right after the left hand from Barnett. Trying to follow it up now. Missed the right hook in the last possible second. Now there's a nice 1-2 from Barnett. Jab and a right cross. There's a stalemate now. Doesn't connect with the left jab or the right hand either. They both miss there. Nice right hook misses, though. And now Barnett taking the initiative. I thought he was going to grapple up with him, but nope. He's still going to stand and bang with him. That's insane. He caught him with a right hook. Straight right hand from Barnett. Oh, wow, no. Igor's the one who clinches up with him. What a wild-ass idea. And now he's just going to lay on top of him. Nope, never mind. He's going to go for the Muay Thai clinch yet again. And again, these knees that don't have any power, that's not going to finish the fight. A pretty brutal game plan from Barnett. He really could have got something going if he used his wrestling, but he didn't. And maybe he wanted to prove a point that he could outstrike somebody like Ice Cold Igor. But what a terrible fight, though, for Igor's last fight. And that was not on him by any means. And he wants Rafael Carreno next, but honestly, Barnett might be fighting for the belt after that win. We'll see. In our main event, the trilogy fight between Carlos Newton and Wanda Baraka. Stanley Wright's a referee, and here we go. They touch gloves. Already Carlos Newton gets the takedown. Looking for a better position. It's a scramble. I mean, these two know each other so well with their wrestling. It's crazy. Newton gets pulled in tight, gets a couple of short punches from the bottom. Braga does it again. Now he pushes him away. Oh, he's going to stand him back up, which he's going right back down. He just wants those takedowns. And, I mean, that's a smart idea. Rack up takedowns while you can. The referee's going, oh my God, Carlos Newton. He's a machine right now. 3 for 3 on takedowns. Isn't able to do anything once they're down. Because Juan Braga's got a great guard. But he's been just demolished on those takedowns. He's been a machine. Trying to get some separation. Bad idea though. Newton actually gets side control, and now we're trying to get some right hands. We're trying to get something going with a transition to guard. Doesn't allow it. That's the end of the first round. That's all Carlos Newton though. And Braga though, looking to change the tide of this fight. Gets the takedown, went for side control. It's a scramble though. Newton's up first. He grabs a waist lock. Does Braga trying to take him down? He does so. And Dan takes him down with ease. Trying to scramble. Oh wow, he's turtled up. Newton's on it. Oh, wow. Newton's on his back. Oh, never mind. Did Newton get that takedown? Did I misread that? Oh, he does. Oh, he was up first, so we grabbed the waist lock and then took him down. Never mind. What a turn of events for for Carlos Newton, rather. Oh, he's got back control, though. Oh, no. Now Braga. I mean, he might get taken down again. Yep, he sure does. Now he's got his back. If he gets the hooks in, it's going to be over, but I don't know if he's going to do it. Man, Stanley Wright stands him up too. Braga going to trip. Oh, he slams him, and never mind. Oh, he's got the back. This is insane. He's blocking the hooks, though. Good shit. Hanging in there. Stanley Wright stands him up again. This is the perfect referee for this fight, because these two are just going to keep standing up and taking each other down. There hasn't been one stuffed takedown. Oh, arm triangle. Newton blocks it, though. Boy, what a second round. I mean, fucking Braga had a couple of takedowns. Newton had a couple of takedowns. He did more. They won the Braga. I think he won that round. Again, it's not a round-by-round basis, but he's got some momentum going into this third round, and he gets that takedown. This is just crazy. Braga's trying to pass. It's a scramble, though. Newton's grabbing him against the ropes here. Maybe takes him down with a sweep. Oh, no, Braga actually stops it. Now he's got him up against the ropes. Stanley Wright, though, separates them. Both guys getting tired. No surprise. They've been working their fucking ass off. Newton gets taken down. Onto his hands and knees, though. Oh, too slow to stop getting back up. So now, but he's got back control. Now, Newton's probably going right back down. He does. It's on his hands and knees again. It's a scramble. Oh, he's pulling half guard. So he loses out in the scramble. And now Braga's trying to scramble. He's got side control. This is just nuts. How fast these fuckers move and how much shit they throw at each other to try and catch one another. Trying to move the guard, not happening. Stanley Wright again stands him up, and again, we get a takedown. Attempt, oh, this time down, Newton blocks it, and he takes control, and he takes him down. Crazy stuff. It's a scramble again. Bad idea. Newton gets side control, and I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, you'd have to give that to Carlos Newton. I mean, this fight, it's going to come down to this last round. Really. I mean, if Carlos Newton has a great showing here, gets this takedown potentially, or stops this takedown, yep, which he does, stops that one as well, now takes control. Oh, if he would have took him down here, that probably would have sealed it. Unless something crazy would have happened. But he keeps on stopping these takedowns. Now Braga gets the takedown. Now he's trying to pass. It's a scramble already. He loses out on it. So we're back to Carlos Newton on top. We get Carlos Newton side control, but it's a scramble again. Jesus Christ. Neither fighter can get an advantage. So now they're just going to clinch up again. And Carlos Newton stuffing the takedowns, but Braga just keeps taking him down. It's another fucking scramble. Newton's up first. Shoves him against the ropes. He takes him down. Unreal. Unreal. Now he's elbowing him right through the guard. Pushes him out of it, though. But Braga might get caught again. Yeah, oh, yep. He's about to shoot in. Now he's trying to move in and start to clinch. And he tries to get the takedown, but that's not happening. So now Newton again. Oh, wow. He actually stops that. It takes control of his Braga. Now he gets another takedown. Unreal. Unreal. Braga's trying to pass. It's not happening. We need an OT round. This is the fight to make it an OT fight. Come on. We got another split. It's a split for Carlos Newton. I mean, that was such a crazy-ass fight. Carlos Newton did land a lot of shots. I will give him that. A lot of shots. He had a great percentage of takedowns, 7 for 9. That first round, he was so dominant. He had probably the best round of the fight. He came back in that third, landed more shots, probably did more damage potentially. Off of that, he also had a takedown as well. But Braga, he was going for takedowns, but Carlos kept on stopping him. He also was sweeping him. He's trying to sweep him, but it wasn't working. But Carlos was doing a good job. I'm cool with him winning off a split, but again, that should have been an OT round. Been awesome, but the game just refuses to do an OT round. Critical rating of a 58, so it's actually below high. I'm blaming that on Barnett. Thanks a lot. We made we got 1,000 people. As far as in the crowd, though, we increased the popularity in these regions. Really, performance bonus for both guys, though. They worked their ass off. Chuck, he'll get one. Pete's gonna get one. Hughes Edwards was phenomenal tonight. We'll give him one. We'll give one to Suzuki, man. He worked his ass off. Came in as underdog. Why not? Alright, we still make about 200,000. Not too bad. Not too bad. So that will do it for this episode. As, boy, again, Igor coming in off a loss is great for them. Or great for us, rather. Not great for them. So they get fucked on that. Just crazy Carlos Newton won that fight. It was, he was the decisive one, but just how back and forth those fights are. We probably could have a fucking fourth one, the way those fights play out, but we're going to give Matt Hughes probably the next title fight in that division. Igor, of course, leaving us. Very, very sad, but boy, oh boy, as our next card, though, we're going back to Brazil for the third time. One versus Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, which we were going to have Hoist probably on this card. I don't know if we will, though. It's going to be tough, because really that's really only have Hoist left, so we'll see. Hoist is still got some time, but we might just have to have one in Brazil. We might have just changed the name entirely now, because obviously Hoist is the only one left. Enzo's gone. Fucking, of course, as Hickson's retired. Might be time to just call it a different name, but maybe just one returns to Brazil. That's probably what it's going to be called now. Let's just change that now. Then up the episode. Thank you all for watching again, and we will catch you guys for our return to Brazil. Take care, everyone.